I go to open the door and my hand gets coated with a sticky liquid. It smells sweet. Is this honey? Why would there be honey on a doorknob? Mystified, I step inside the cottage. How about that? It's clean. You can spend a night here easy. I ignore Shu's rambling and take a good look around the cottage. I'm not sure why, but something feels off. It takes me 2 seconds to figure it out. It's too clean. Huh? Shu looks at me, startled. Don't you think it's strange? Why would a building that's been abandoned for so long be this clean inside? I didn't even have to look to know his face just turned 3 shades whiter. You're saying someone lives here? I don't know for sure, but it's possible someone comes here occasionally. That or... I immediately start shining my flashlight on places of interest. What do you think is in this bag? It's pretty big. How should I know? If you're interested in it, why don't you open it already? Shu gives me the go ahead, so I open up the burlap sack. Before I can stop it, it loses its balance and topples to the floor. Shu's eyes open wide, aghast. What rolls out onto the floor is a corpse. A woman. What's with that body? Her body is drilled through with countless holes. A sharp cylindrical tool must have gouged them. Even odder, her whole body appears to be covered in liquid. A thick, sweet scent fills the air, strong enough to make you want to cough. Is this honey? Honey? Corpse? On a corpse? Why? He's not really asking me, obviously. There's no way I know. All I do know is we need to get out of here as soon as possible. Let's hurry and search the rest of the cottage. What? You gotta look around? What are we gonna do about this? He's not expecting us to take it, is he? Close the bag and put it back. That's all we can do. Come on, help me out. Hey, this isn't the time to be freaking out. Who's freaking out? Sweating profusely, we managed to get the job done. We still need to search the rest of the cottage. Corpse in the cottage. We find a corpse in a burlap sack in a cottage in the forest. The strange body is completely covered in what appears to be honey. It doesn't look like suicide, but would do this? And why? The cottage is already clean, so someone might be coming here every day. Could it be the culprit? Bottles of drugs are all in a line. I shake each one and luckily find one that still has some left inside. Got Night Night. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. Make hive, new body, smear, honey all over. Ferment, honey, get stinky liquid. Draw by smell, honey bee, enter hive. That looks like some useful information. Should I rip it out and take it quickly? Tear off the page. Got Honeybee Family Notes 1. Honeybees are our friends. Make them amiable with medicine from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction of the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave the hive in the direction of the sun. As we continue through the dense forest, a pain cry suddenly echoes among the trees. There's a pattern on the tree trunk. There's another black pattern on the bark. Is this even a natural occurrence? I look around the tree and find a talisman on the exact opposite side of the tree from the pattern. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. There's a wooden box that's probably used to contain a beehive. I open the box, and I find a metal tool inside. Got a crowbar. Huh? What's this doing here? Hey, why not grab it? It's a grave marker placed to honor suicide victims. I searched the grave marker, but nothing unusual about it. Off to the side, I notice a thin trail. Found a beast trail. Thought so. There's one here too. Come on, let's go. I follow Shu into the bushes. Shu spots something and stumbles, falling backwards into me. At the same time, every single hair on my body stands on end. I quickly look down and find something is clinging onto my ankles, its expression anguished. It seems eager to speak to me, but its voice is incredibly hard to decipher. This speech, I can't see anything. What's it saying? Wait, the grave marker said to say the opposite of the truth. But what's the opposite of the truth? Does that mean I'm supposed to lie? Wait. Are you a student? He looks sad and lonely. Only the dead are here. I hear another voice at my feet. I don't understand. Tell me. Dad? No way, I still have to. Looks sad and lonely. I hear yet another voice at my feet. one, please listen. I am to. I am. That's right, I am I. The voice sounds like it passes through me and is then sucked into the ground. The next thing I know, the shadow clutching at my ankles is gone. Shu stands there, his face deathly pale. No way. I saw it. God, it was so clear. It's okay, it's over now. Right. Oh man. Huh, what? You're awesome. Well, it's certainly straightforward. Sure, let's go. Yeah. I step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive there. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. These things are dangerous. Oh man, 这不是了. To beat a hasty retreat. It's a metal toolbox. I take out the crowbar and shove it under the lid of the toolbox. I put pressure on it, using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. Got sprayer. Now I can use a variety of drugs. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. What's that thing? A sudden voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn towards him. It's a tool that sprays chemical and pesticides. You put the container of drugs in here and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Shu scratches his face, his brow furrowed. Sure know a lot of man. I'll let you handle it then. Now I'm suddenly in charge of it. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. But is this thing really that hard to figure out? I've never seen it before either, but I still knew how to use it right away. Obtained a sprayer. I find a sprayer that can shoot a variety of liquids. Then I hear that strange ghost-like voice again. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. Keeps coming out of nowhere and surprising me. But I must admit that it has never once lied to me. Maybe it's not actually an evil spirit. Step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that. Take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. It's a giant beehive. I take out the night and put it in the sprayer. I take a careful aim and spray the drug. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Used up 1 bottle of night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Yes, alright! Ha! Way to go, old man, you got this. Whoa! Did you just hear some kind of animal? I heard it. It sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's... And yup, that rabbit hops in front of me. A bunny? The rabbit stares at us completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait! The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Hey, where do you think you're going, old man? That rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. At last, the rabbit guides me to an old Shinto torii gate. There's a shrine here? The rabbit looks back at me. Then suddenly it turns from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. Hey, old man! Don't mess with me like that. You're nuts running off like that. The hell's with that bunny anyway? Something's bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here, though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge swarm of bees descends on us. Shit, watch out, there's bees everywhere! Damn, we gotta get out of here. She pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroads. Mysterious shrine. As we're investigating the forest, a black rabbit appears. I quickly chase after it and arrive at an old, leaning torii gate. Is there a Shinto shrine past it? I'd love to investigate, but hives over the gate ward off intruders. We'll have to look elsewhere for now. There's a leaning Jinzo statue. I pat around the Jinzo statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellowed paper stuck to the statue. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Gut soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It's some sliding wooden doors. The sliding doors won't open. They seem to be locked. I take out a crowbar and jam it in between the doors. Yeah, do it! It's the fastest way. But I can't break the lock. I throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, then there's a sound of metal breaking. What? The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. Lost crowbar and got broken crowbar. Too much force, old man. Well, this lock got busted too. Good, hurry it up and look inside. You overdid it, man. The door's a mess. You made it even harder to open now. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. I'll need to run into something. Stop, don't come any closer. If you come any closer, I'll shoot. A woman is backed up in a defensive stance. I'm black belt in Taekwondo. If you try anything, I'll... Shut up, old lady. Old? At shoes roar, the woman strikes and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly, I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me. It was all a misunderstanding, on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor, though I haven't done much recently. Wait, I've seen you. You're that woman that was in the news? Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. Cut that out. This isn't the time for flattery. She says that, but she doesn't sound that upset. She seems to love being complimented. Anyway, what are you doing out there? Her expression clouds over. Well, Shu huffs at me. You really have to ask? You lost your tact in your old age? Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is... I was going to die. Yes, I know full well just how stupid that is. But sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. I wish I could blame the mark for this. Oh yeah, I heard something about you fooling around with another celebrity. Not that I care about that stuff. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone, but couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then in the forest, I have a bad feeling about this. What was in the forest? A huge man, an extremely huge man. No, actually I'm not sure if he was really human or not, but I saw a figure like that. Then I suddenly got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself and I just run from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. That's the same as what I... Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimiyu, which means she must also... Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide. The height of irony. Hey, old man, what are we supposed to do now? The lady came to off herself, you know. Is there any point in helping her? Help me. I'm not going to kill myself anymore. I swear, so please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. It might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Kujo Mansion. We need to go. Stop mashing with a flashlight, old man. What's happening? The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then... I need to go back on right away. The This time it's not working. What was that? A noise from behind the cottage? Is something there? Shit, it's no use. I give up on a flashlight and stuff it in my bag. But what's the plan now? Do we bunker down in this cottage we can even lock up? Or we have to run out of the forest? Are you insane? Staying here would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here. You mean he comes here? Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. You're seriously going? Are you mad? Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. We step out into pitch blackness. Damn, I can hardly see. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. I've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. The words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish. My voice is starting to shake too much. A mark bearer in a cottage. We quite the bees with a spray and find a second cottage further in the forest. No corpse inside this time, but a living woman named Christy Arimura, a former news anchor. Seems she came to commit suicide, but getting caught up with us and our circumstances changed her mind. Oddly enough, she already bears the mark. What irony. She most likely got the mark from Shibio. While we were discussing it, the flashlight goes out. It's not malfunctioning. It's just like with Hanahiko. A presence is closing in on the cottage. We have to get out of here. There's no time to explore and we definitely can get lost. The shortest route back to the forest entrance is the only way. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east. We came from the east. Okay. Don't yell, old lady. Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. Another fork? Which way this time? South. It's south. The exit should be straight ahead from here. Quiet? Something's passing through the bushes right by us. Shit. Is he following us? Even if he is, we have to keep going. This is nuts. No way we can just stand around anymore. Right, let's go. Wait a second. Chrissy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone's coming. I'm telling you, someone's coming. Out from the darkness jumps Mashta? So this is where you were. You're closer than I thought. Wait, why are you here? Had a bad feeling, so I grabbed a car and made my way here. Looks like you're in a rough spot. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Good plan. Mashta glances over at Kristen. Run now, explain later. We gotta get out of here. We reached the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the ark is such a familiar sight now. Alright, we made it this far. Then we must be... Yeah, it's all good now. Chrissy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest entrance. What's wrong? Over there? Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at the picnic table, hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over, as if by magnets. What is that? The scene before me is strange. There's a huge, misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him, the man. He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. That strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead? Kimura's dead. When? Why is he on that bench? My legs give out, and when I can finally focus enough, I find myself kneeling on the ground. Oh man, keep it together! It's still okay, he hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Ugh. Chris is completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless someone drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot quietly. Shu, you bring her. You got it. Come on, Mashita, let's go. Mashita? He's gone. Huh? I took my eyes off him for 2 seconds, and he's not by the bench anymore. He disappeared. A machine grows, and the underground near us rustles. He's right there. Run! Mashita yells, scrambling away. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. A gunshot? It must be Mashita. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive head first into the car, slamming my hand accidentally into the steering wheel. Mashita tumbles into the passenger seat's last. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now, just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit. Oh man, what are you doing? Mashita looks through the front windshield at the figure approaching. Hurry up, it's coming. Shoot it! Shoot the fucking thing! Christy cowers in the backseat, her head in her hands. Please, God. Something bumps on the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently. But then, they turn on. Go, let's get the hell out of here. Tired squealing, we race out of the parking lot. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time when you could feel truly alive is when you have a brush with death. No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. It's only after we've left the mountain and reached buildings again that I feel like talking. Still, I glanced through the review mirror and then at the passenger seat. Both Mashta and Shu are looking out their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... Obviously I came with her permission. Mashta immediately retorts. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have come. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So, what happened to that explanation? Who's that woman behind us? Alright, I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Arimura. She offers up some details as well. The moment her background comes to light, Mashta smiles coldly. Arimura, right, now that you mention it, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. Why? I never... Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness? But these scars you all have, what were they called? Marks? Thanks. So you all have these marks. What happens when you have one? Well, Mashta butts in from the passenger seat. You die within a few days' time, suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me. Shu scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Shu, Mashta didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Shu will buy the excuse though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Huh? What is he talking about? Oh well, you see, Mashta has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now. So there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... You're putting yourself in danger for the truth? I can't believe it. I feel like a saint. Christy's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashta's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble. But thanks to that, I've learned the thing I most wanted to know. And what's that? When and how people get the mark. The first time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. Mashta, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit bite mark. Shu cries out, and a look of horror on his face. Come on, no way. Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So shut it. Mashta, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why I... Mashta keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me. Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof it'll work on them. Of course. Have any experience with guns? There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, right now, I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. Oh, only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit it. You won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you at least 3 years penal labor. I'd get hit with 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence. So you're telling me not to use it? No, I'm just telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got that kind of power. God handgun. The mark color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Welcome back, Lord Ichigo. You as well, Lord Shu. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. We introduce Christine, and then Mary proceeds to fill her on everything. The mark after your life, memory loss, and the spirits which curse them into living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. I see. What a close call for you. I can hear relief in her voice. But why did she let Mashta go? If you must know, after you left, Lord Mashta insisted on traveling in the forest as well. Her eyes flicker over to Mashta. I'm not one to just sit around. Mashta shrugs nonchalantly. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you mark bearers killed. I normally would have refused. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Ichigo. So he went, an emergency measure. Lord Mashta, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cool voice is icier than usual. Mashta's so hard-headed, I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimio who gave Lord Shu his mark. Yeah. That ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw that time. The fact that I have the mark now too proves it. Mashta rubs at his wrist, smirking. So what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. She's right. Certain someone's down, awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back in the forest. There's no way we can do anything about the monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking. But leave me out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that means you've got an idea how to beat it? How the hell will I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. His shout is hoarse. He's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Shu just glares at Mashta. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but I need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shinio. I could use some help. How you say that, but no way we can find a nail in a haystack. We've got to have a clue first. Then, why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? The reports say several people have seen Shinio there. Hardly anyone ever goes there now, with the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A cult called Honeybee Family used to live on the land. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. A mass suicide in the woods? I've heard about that somewhere. Mashta might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. The tabloids and gossips shows aided up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details though, so the public doesn't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took up all the time back then, so I don't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy Arimura. Read up on it to find a prime spot. Don't be an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee Family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide was all the members following their leader. New Challenge chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also suicide. Though, I saw an old picture of him and he was a huge obese man. Suddenly everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. The dead guys come back to life. What a go to place with a zombie? It's totally insane. It's just like the rumors say. That forest is cursed. There's no way I could. Just standing there, the voices of suicide victims surround me. Shut the hell up, hag. No words out of those slip flaps. But now it's not only the forest that cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now I'm in this mansion. I'm cursed too. And so are all of you. Her mothers have a dark edge. If Shinio is somehow connected to the Honeybee family, then the key to destroying his garage is going to be there. Alright, what are you gonna do, old lady? Still wanna die? I'm considering it, but I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on monster fighting. While you'll help, I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hide back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers, especially pushy guys like you. She seemed grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Lady Christie has said Shinio was often seen near the bee farm. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck.